Voices, visions, and the future we create.
Hello everyone, good morning. Can I have just something, some shout, some clap, just to get the energy out? Welcome to TEDx. I am Dushyant Kanungo, and thank you for that wonderful introduction that you guys gave at the beginning. So today I'm going to tell you a story of the future past. It was in the year 1999. I was studying in Indore at a university to get my degree in computing something, but they were teaching multiple subjects, and one of them was statistical methods. It had three theorems, that's it, and two of them were bound to come in the exam, and for many who could write word to word, it was a dream come true. Not for me. It was a trap. I failed that exam twice. Not because I was not capable of handling an exam, but my mind refused to act as a photocopier. Eventually, I dropped off and graduated much later in my career. Now, let me be very clear about this, that I'm not dumb. And the proof is that I'm standing here. That tells a story. That's the beginning, when the internet was right at our door. The 1999, before we were worried sick about what Y2K is going to do. And the young audience, if you don't know Y2K, what it was, just, I don't know, Google it. But yeah, so that was the time when we were not sure what future will be like. Like right now, you may be not sure what AI is going to do to you in your future, in your careers. This is where the contradictions also came at the same time. While I was failing the subjects, certain ones, I was getting distinction in anything that was related to computing in those subjects. While they were teaching how to create an email ID in the computers lab, I had already learned how to program, develop. I uploaded my own website on GeoCities. And as a result, I was kicked out of the computer lab at the college. And I was banned for a month. That do not show your face here again. That day, one thing became very clear to me. And I still believe it is to be true. The future will depend not on the answers that we reward today. It will depend on the questions of tomorrow, the value that those future questions are going to bring to our lives. We assume that future is something that just simply arrives. But the fact is, future doesn't just happen by accident. The future becomes today by decisions. Decisions which are made based on the questions. If we ask that, will this scale? We are asking the wrong question, we get one type of future. But if we ask, will this make people's lives better? We get a completely different future. Now, it may sound a very high-level analysis for something. Just think about a minute that this, again, have another thought at it. The quality of the future will belong to the quality of questions that we are going to ask today. We all say that how much technology going to change our schools, our classrooms, there are smart boards, there is AI tutors, the personalized learning. It's not like it is bad, and it is not something that can be stopped. But then you need to think that where is the human context out of it? Technology is imminent. That is coming, it is uploading, it is being delivered. But where is that connection that children have with one another as students? Or the relationship they hold with their teachers? Many of you who have completed your education, you still remember the teachers who taught you back in the day. And kids, just remember this, even if you hate some of your tutors, sorry about this, but still, there will be a day that you would just, make a call, try to reconnect, reminisce the days that you have spent hours in the classroom with. You don't know where the spark lies with that connection. So, smart classrooms and the technology part of it, where is the balance? And while it is worked out, I know this personally because I was the student who wasn't a good fit. I was a complete failure in one system and a promise in another one. The system that was trying hard against me, or the system was not asking the right question that I could answer. If the education only rewards repetition, then we are misreading a lot of brilliant minds. And that is a loss for complete future. This question does not stop at schools. It follows students when you will go or join the workforce, or if you are in healthcare. What are you going to ask? That how fast something can happen or how best things can be achieved. But any other division in the life work that it goes. If we are still identifying the students who can answer is something which is fastest, who can just repeat the pattern by which the answer sheet is supposed to be filled in, are we following the tips which says, create a diagram, make a table, you will get good marks? Are we optimizing for marks? Or are we optimizing for learning? If we are optimizing for speed, patterns, and repetition, I'm sorry, we have already lost. Because the systems, the AI, the computers, the machines are built to beat us at those areas. So what is left? What jobs are left? What parts of work is left is where the human essence remains. Whatever you choose to do, whatever you plan to do, if you think about a future, if you think about a career, you really need to think about where is humanity, trust, care, creativity, and above all, the ethics of execution. As I was saying, the pattern repeats itself. Everywhere you go, this is the same way of working. That every time you say, this is the school, this is the process, this is the hospital, this is the process. And all those processes belong to the same zone, that it is optimized for speed, it is optimized for pattern, it is optimized for repetition. Yes, some jobs require it, a very human intervention, but repeated task. And that is where the problem exists. We just optimize for speed, for economic reasons, for whatever efficiency we are looking for. Just need to ask, is it going to make an impact on human lives? Is it going to make their lives better? In smart cities, are we just data points? Are we just feeding the algorithms? Do we have any privacy? Do we have right to live in our own accord without being watched by everybody constantly? What is the feeling that you want to have when you are in your own abode, own city, where it is commutable, when it is easily livable and inclusive for everybody from every single financial stature? The better question asks, what is meaningful, ethical, and worth building? And students are already shaping the future. They are asking the questions which are contradictory, questions which challenge assumptions, questions that may not fit the current understanding of how the world is working. And when that happens, tech leaders, parents, teachers, mentors, what do we do? Either we can open the door or ban them from the lab so they never come back. So if in 1999, my teacher would have asked me the right question, my educational journey would have been very different. If there is one thought that I can leave you with today, let it be: the future will not belong to the people who have all the answers. The future will belong to the people who will ask the right questions. Before a child, a student, a young person comes to you to ask a question that does not fit into the boundaries of our understanding in the world, ask, is the young person the problem, or the question is too small? Thank you.